The day Grace got her life back. Have you ever heard a story that makes you stop and ask yourself, what would I do if this happened to me? This is one of those stories. A story about a little girl, a doctor who refused to give up, and a miracle that no one believed was possible. Her name was Grace Parker. At 10 years old, Grace was like any other girl in her neighborhood. She loved to draw, laughed so hard her belly hurt, and dreamed of becoming an artist one day. But then, everything changed. One morning, she woke up weak, trembling, unable to even lift her backpack. Her parents rushed her to doctors. Test after test, visit after visit, and finally, the words that shattered her childhood. Your daughter has a very rare disease. There's no cure. She can't go to school anymore. She'll have to stay at home. For a 10-year-old child, those words were a prison. While other kids ran across the playground, Grace was trapped in her room. Her world became textbooks on a desk, lessons from visiting teachers, and the quiet hum of loneliness when they left. At night, she would whisper to her stuffed bear, "One day, I'll go back. One day, I'll laugh with my friends again. I just have to hold on." But as years passed, the disease stayed. Hope seemed to fade, until one man appeared. His name was Dr. Michael Hayes, a young physician with restless eyes and a heart that refused to surrender. He stumbled upon Grace's case, and something inside him broke. "I can't accept this. I won't," he told himself. While others said, "It's impossible. Stop wasting your time." Michael stayed up through endless nights, researching, writing, drafting a dissertation dedicated to this one rare illness, and to Grace. And then, after years of relentless work, he called her family. "I believe I found a treatment. It won't be easy, but if you're willing, Grace has a chance." They hesitated. Who wouldn't? It was experimental, uncertain, frightening. But Grace looked at her parents with steady eyes and said, "If there's even one chance, I want to fight." The treatment began. It was brutal. Painful injections, sleepless nights, endless tears. But slowly, unbelievably, her body responded. First, she stood. Then she walked. And one spring morning, the doctors looked at her and whispered the words no one dared to dream of. "Grace is healthy. She's free." That very day, she stepped outside into the sunlight. The air was warm, the sky impossibly blue. Grace laughed so hard, so pure, that neighbors came to their windows. It wasn't just laughter. It was the sound of a soul breaking free. Her first day back at school was unforgettable. The teacher stopped the class and said, "Today is special. Today, Grace Parker has come back." The room erupted in applause. Kids ran to hug her. For them, it was just another day in school. For Grace, it was the miracle she had dreamed of every night. Years passed. Grace grew strong. She graduated, and she made a choice. She would become a doctor. At her medical school graduation, she walked across the stage with tears in her eyes, and sitting in the front row was Dr. Michael Hayes. Grace held her diploma, walked over to him, and whispered, "You gave me my life. Now it's my turn to give life to others." And in that moment, everyone understood something powerful. Sometimes miracles aren't lightning bolts from heaven. Sometimes miracles are people who refuse to give up, even when the whole world says it's impossible.